But it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Vaughn. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. To the ground with the back. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first hit at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. He's got it on the right. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Finds a tight end down the gut. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target over the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely wrong.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. It's complete on the right side. To the got enough space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he makes the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Final play of the quarter coming. Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the RPO, complete. Turns it on in midfield. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Complete on 3rd down. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Still on his feet. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Gators come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Villa. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. How about the running?
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return. the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be...
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. He's knocked out of bounds, and he still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team. They'll make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give to the tailback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. Now, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down.
42, spike.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the...
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The throw to the outside is complete. Oh, what a move to get open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Unleashes one. Got a man in the middle. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They just keep firing. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 38 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go!
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss to the outside. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They stop him just a length or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative. Very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Villa. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll give it to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. LSU quick to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run.
Makes a grab for a big play. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown LSU! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
42, Spider.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown,
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Myers on the move. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Firing to the right, complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
High the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He makes the grab. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
This is a big field goal attempt as they try to get back to a one-possession game. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on